EPS Part 3. Upflow roughing filter eliminates suspended matter without chemicals. Rapid sand filtration required coagulant to reduce suspended matter. However, chemicals were trouble to make cancer risk. Engineers researched way to prevent turbidity without using chemicals. Master student of Mr. Costa, master student of Professor Luiz D. Bernardo studied downflow and upflow roughing filter experiment in Brazil in 1980. Professor Luiz D. Bernardo reported on the effect of upflow roughing filter at the International Congress on Slow Sand Filter in 1988 in London. Mardik Wegelin reported also on roughing filters at this Congress. Then International Program on Roughing Filter was organized after this Congress. In 1996, a manual was published from Switzerland. However, they believed the main action was based by mechanical reduction. I noticed main action was biological action. Luiz D. Bernardo examined chemical-free roughing filter in 1980 in Brazil. I visited São Carlos in 1995. He still examined upflow roughing filter. Ayalo examined effect of upflow roughing filter with student from 1996. I confirmed a large contribution of biological communities in this system. I examined the multiple roughing filters to eliminate suspended solids from an irrigation canal water. I also examined the effect of open filer and covered filter. Filter resistance of open filter was almost constant. But the resistance of covered filter increased almost every day. Mr. Fumio Kazuki, OISCA examined function of EPS system in Tokyo. There were sedimentation tank, several gravel filter, and slow sand filter. Polluted water turned to safe and reliable water quality. Mr. Fumio Kazuki made a simple model of EPS in Sri Lanka. 3 upflow roughing filters sand filter. This system go to 300 liters per day of safe drinking water. This water is the demand of safe drinking and cooking water for 5 to 6 families. This is wise use of natural phenomena. We can easily get safe drinking water by ourselves. Mr. Kazuki knew this EPS and he applied it for villagers. 3 points worth to remember. 1. Knowing is not enough. We must apply it to something useful. 2. Willingness is not enough. We must put it into the plan and action. 3. Putting the plan into action is not enough. We must accomplish the goals. I met Nico-san in a village in Fiji in 2017. He showed his textbook on EPS. He learned about EPS in Japan. I also examined function of EPS at my house. This was a circulation model. Our members of NGO of Community Water Supply Support Center of Japan examined EPS function using pilot scale model. We found that sludge is similar to coagulated particles like an activated sludge. Japan is mountain country. River water is usually clear and small amount of water. After heavy storm event, river water becomes dirty and rapidly increases. Clear and suspended free water is found in spring. A large amount of heavy and large particles in a storm water. There were extremely small particles like as colloidal particles in case of small turbidity, like as less than 20 NTU. The rapid settling of turbid matters was observed within 4 hours. However, a large portion of turbidity did not decrease. In case of turbid water, a large portion was heavy particles. From our experiment, we thought 4 hours settling time is enough. EPS is use of natural process? This is chemical-free. Key is gentle for small organisms. This is a smart treatment system to make artificial spring water by eco-friendly technique.